got 5 points so far. Russell Westbrook still among the league leaders in shots at the rim, but Steve, he's expanding his offensive arsenal.
Well, he's improved as a three-point shooter. You know, he's got a great pull-up jumper from mid-range already, especially from that foul line area. So Westbrook really is a threat from all over the court.
Outside DeRozan. From the baseline. Here's Valanciunas. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. The Thunder leading by 14. Westbrook kicks to Waiters. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Here's Durant, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
DeRozan dishes to Valanciunas. And Cantor pulls it down. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against Chicago.
And I think, Kevin, you know, they really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one.
And here's Westbrook. 23 points for him the last game against Chicago.
Yeah, not to mention 4 big steals on the night. He was getting it done at both ends of the floor.
That's good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Williams kicks to Patterson. The pass to Smooth. Right side, Williams. To stop the run. And that one comes up a bit short. Here's Waiters. He had 10 points in the win against Chicago. He kicks it to Durant. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
DJ Augustine out there with Russell Westbrook. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Kyle Singleton. And it's Collison in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams from New Zealand, the first Kiwi, Clark, ever drafted in the first round.
And Kevin, he played rugby growing up. He says that it helped him prepare for the physicality of playing inside.
And one thing I like about Adams, and maybe it's the rugby background, he plays with so much aggression, but always keeps an even keel. He's the one who sort of initiates contact and becomes an irritant with his opponent, but he never retaliates, and that's real toughness.
That one is no good.
Boy, you look at Steven Adams, he's got an impressive frame. You forget that he's only 21 years old. So he's got room to grow and to get stronger, both when you consider skill development and his physicality. He could really be one of the most imposing big men in the league for a long time going forward.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, gentlemen, Serge Ibaka is now a two-way presence. Of course, an intimidating shot blocker, but also a great complementary piece offensively. Kevin Durant said he's a guy that excels playing off of others. He gives himself up, sets great screens. He shifts the defense with his hard rolls to the basket, and you have to respect his jumper. Kevin, back to you.
He stretched his range out beyond the arc, Doris. Thanks. Collison against Johnson. The 11-footer. Here's Adams, and the layup's good off the glass.
You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Thunder out in.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right, eyes front. That's not what we were looking for in the first half, to say the least.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing.
Get up. You're going in.
Here we go.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Kicks it to Durant. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Durant's got 13.
Coach Scott mentioned stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
Smooth's checked in for Johnson. Raptors have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Outside Lowry. Pass to Smooth. Over to the left wing with the shot. Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got his first points in this one. And Scott Brooks, even when the Thunder were really a young team, was pretty open to getting input from his players, and they liked it.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's a collaborative style, and really a credit to Scott Brooks that he's secure enough with himself to allow his players to have that input. You know, engaging his players and keeping them invested. It's not easy for coaches to do when they're expected to always be in control and have the answers. And he's got some great team leaders, too, so it's a nice fit for that collaborative style. He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Outside Westbrook. Ibaka with a screen on Lowry. Up top, Ibaka. Patterson defending. Westbrook passes to Ibaka. Waiters dishes to Westbrook. 4 on the clock. And it's Durant missing.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
It's tipped. Durant with the steal. Here's Waiters. Oh, look out.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Smooth passes to Patterson. Here's Smooth, defended by Ibaka. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
And that one's good. And that's 15 points for Kevin Durant.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Enes Kanter, originally from Turkey, offensively scores well on that left block, and he does a nice job on the offensive boards as well. At times he's even shown the ability to step out and space the floor. It'll be interesting to see how his game develops.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Waiters. Williams kicks to DeRozan. Back to Williams. On the wing, DeRozan. Westbrook with the steal. There's a minute 47 left in the third. Hot watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now. 3rd in scoring, 5th in assists. And they are in the top 10 in field goal percentage. This is a team that shows excellent discipline at the offensive end.
And Clark, you talked about the offense, and what makes that stat so impressive is that they really get after it offensively in terms of setting screens and making sharp cuts to the hoop. They become a very difficult team to guard.
And Kanter not a big leaper or shot blocker, but his strength serves him well defensively.
Yeah, he's a good post defender, Kevin, because of those attributes. He holds his ground and has the length to bother and challenge shots.
That's good. Smooth's got his second basket of the night. And the Thunder with the possession here. Here's Westbrook. He tries for three. Good. Westbrook's got 18 points in the game.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Yeah, shoddy defense there. Far too slow to react on the closeouts.
Here's Smooth. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Such a solid performance for them inside. The rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Oh, my goodness. What a huge play.
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
Hey, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
Westbrook with the bucket.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Lowry drives in, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Oklahoma City's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Left side, Westbrook. That is good. Westbrook's got 10 points in just the second half.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Here's Smooth. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Thunder running away with this one. And we're... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to.
Wake up, son. You're in.
And then for Toronto, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Hayes. Johnson comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. And it's Johnson in for Landry Fields. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. DJ Augustine out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Cantor in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Westbrook, no good.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance.
Smooth's checked in for James Johnson. Here's Vasquez. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. Johnson the screen. Vasquez dishes to Johnson.
Well, the old days of the dollar-for-dollar luxury tax are gone. The new, more punitive luxury tax really changing the way the league does business. Teams like the Knicks and the Lakers and the Celtics, high-revenue teams, they're not nearly as willing to go into that tax anymore. So it really has kind of leveled the playing field.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Pass to Smooth. Ross for 3, and he gets it to go. And Steve, you mentioned the new luxury tax, and Clark and I talk about it all the time. It's an incremental system. Clark, you know, it starts at 150% and above the $15 million over the cap. The tax is 325%.
And Kevin, that's before you get into the repeater penalties. If a team pays the luxury tax 4 out of 5 seasons in a row, you tack on another 100%. Those numbers could even affect big market teams.
Now, he struggled a little bit in this second half, but remember, he hit 3 of those in the first half.
Smooth. Off target with his 3.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Here's the screen. It's Westbrook with the drive. Durant wide open. He fires. That's in. Augustine with the assist. And that's 20 points for Kevin Durant. Now here's Vasquez. Passes it to Smooth. Lets it go from the wing. Misses off the right iron.
Very poor shot selection there, guys.
Augustine with it. Westbrook with a screen for Augustine. Westbrook with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. 5 on the clock. Durant attacking. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Well, supposedly